Hello and welcome back to another Sparks by PRCA special episode, Trainer Spotlight Insights from our PRCA Experts. In this series, we'll shine a light on the incredible expertise behind some of our wonderful trainers at PRCA. Each episode is packed with insights and practical advice from the people who help shape the future of the PR and comms industry. I'm Souha Khairallah, the 10th Director at PRCA, your host for today, and this time around, we have Ann Pilkington, who runs the PR Academy. So Anne is co-founder and director of the PR Academy. Her experience spans regional journalism and PR for major brands, including BT and Barclays. She has a particular interest in project management, in which she is qualified, and its relationship with change management and communications. And she is the author of Communicating Projects, published by Routledge. It's so good to have you here with us today, Anne. And it's great to have you talk about your journey and tips. Very much looking forward to it. Welcome, Anne.
Oh, thank you. It's so lovely to be invited. Thank you.
Pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. So, Anne, let's start by talking about your journey. Could you tell us what inspired you to become a trainer and how your experience led for you to be here?
Gosh, well, let me think. I started my career really in journalism and then moved into PR and media relations from there. And I think actually training and teaching and lecturing is a natural extension because really they are about communication.
Very
And I love
true.
communicating, you know. And I felt I'd got quite a lot of experience to share. And also, you never stop learning yourself. And I think that's one of the brilliant things for anybody who would like to actually be a trainer or a teacher. You learn so much from the people that you interact with. They have
Absolutely.
stories to tell, experiences, challenges. And it's a really nice, well, it was at that time a really nice thing to do alongside being a practitioner. And then that side of my career just kind of grew and it became PR Academy.
Yeah, which I mean, you've done amazing, absolutely amazing. And that's so, so interesting. And I love the fact that obviously you bring to it so much practicality from real life experience, which makes such a difference. So, speaking of your career, what's the most memorable project you've worked on, and why does it continue to resonate with you?
Oh, that's a really good question because in your introduction you said that I'm a big enthusiast for project management. I
Yes.
think there are so many things that the world of project management can learn from communication, and there is so much that the world of communication can learn from project management. You know, I think the two can work really well together. Um, I I sort of ended up kind of working in corporate life, so big, like as you said, sort of big corporate press offices. And I think I thought, you know what, I want a bit more freedom. I want to do things a little bit differently.
Yep.
Um, and set out on my own and found myself working on big change programs in government in the UK,
Wow.
which was great, really
Yeah.
challenging, sort of thrown in at the deep end. But I suppose I loved all the projects I've worked on, but I particularly loved one I did working with the prison service, which might sound a bit counterintuitive. But it's actually such an interesting organisation. And actually, it was really inspiring to work with people who really cared
Yeah.
about the offenders that were in their care, actually.
Mm.
So that was really, really transformative for the organisation. But also, the other project that I think I've really enjoyed in much more recent years is actually within PR Academy itself. And a few years ago, we decided to sort of bite the bullet. We thought we need a better teaching platform than we have at the moment. So we embarked on a project to build a new learning platform, which we've called our study hub, redesign all our content, redesign the model of teaching.
Amazing.
So,
Yes.
as you know, Suha,
Yeah.
students can start at any time.
Absolutely. Which it's so practical and it's so much easier now.
Absolutely. And I think what we realize is that people, they don't necessarily want to be stuck to a rigid timetable. They want to be
Yes.
able to study around work. They want to be able to study in little chunks of time. You may think, I'm going to spend, my Tuesday lunch hour doing an hour of learning. So we broke down the courses and deliver them now in a way on this new platform that enables you to do that. And that was a great project. And it's something actually I'm really proud of, and had a great team, great supplier, IT supplier, all our tutors. So that's a project I'm really proud of.
Yeah. I mean, it has definitely made a difference. And I think with the fact that, we do have students from everywhere that join, having that freedom to start whenever you want is so, so crucial, so important. everyone's in different phases in life, doing different things. So it has made a huge difference. That is really, really, really positive.
I think so.
Yeah.
And I think you made a really good point there, actually, about people joining from all around the world,
Yeah.
actually. And, so you can't necessarily say, well, I'm going to run this course based on a webinar every Tuesday lunchtime, because Tuesday lunchtime for you and I in London is not Tuesday lunchtime for somebody the other side of the world.
Exactly.
So, it makes it more inclusive as well for people all around the globe, all have different kind of home and work commitments too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much. And finally, for our listeners who might be considering registering to one of our specialist diplomas, could you highlight 3 takeaways that they're able to apply immediately after completing their diploma?
Of course. I
Thank
think
you.
I think the first thing I'd say is that a qualification is a bit different to doing training, because you are learning over a period of time.
Yeah.
And so you can apply what you learn in the workplace, then kind of come back into the course, think about if it worked, didn't it work? And it's very rare, I think, that we get an excuse to stand back a bit from day-to-day practice. We're all doers, aren't we, in comms and PR? We like to get the job done, do it well,
Very true.
move on to the next thing. And I think doing a qualification gives you time to reflect. So I think that's one of the really good things. The other thing I think about the qualifications, the change management and communication one, the public affairs one, and the integrated communications diplomas, is that the assignments are work-based.
Yes.
So they're not these kind of abstract essays that involve lots of weird referencing and, reading lots of heavyweight academic journals. Yes, we want you to read. Yes, we want you to engage with the theory and the literature, etc. But the assignment, the test in the assignment, is how do they work in practice? So with a bit of tweaking, actually, the assignments you do could almost be presented to your senior leadership team and go, look, I've done this course. This is what I've looked at. This is what I've studied and I've learned. And this is what I think we could be doing better and doing differently. And I think that's a real bonus, not just for the learner, but for the organisation as well.
Absolutely. That's so true. And also gives so much more value to what you're doing, I think. If you can take it
Absolutely.
away, put it in practice at work, and it kind of does definitely links to everything that we do, everything that we have. So yeah,
Yeah.
very,
I
very
think that was
special.
only two, but
I mean, they're two very big
two
ones.
good ones.
So, really, really good. And yeah, I think definitely the time management, the fact that it's practical,
Mm.
they can do it when they're working, if you're working, not working. So all these factors I think are so important. So
I
yeah,
think so. And of
yeah,
course, it also demonstrates your commitment to professional development as an individual. And once you've got a qualification, that's yours forever. Nobody can take it away from you. It's on your
yeah.
CV, and it shows to anybody, a potential employer or current employer, that you really are committed to continuous learning and development. And I think that's really important too.
Definitely. It does make it extra special. Very,
Yeah.
very true. Thank you so much. Shreya, thank you so much, Anne, for giving us a glimpse into your incredible career and sharing such practical advice. It's been a real privilege to hear from you today. And to our listeners, if you're feeling inspired and want to sharpen your skills, check out the full range of specialist diplomas on our website. You can find the link on the podcast notes. That's all for today's episode. Join us next time for another session of insight and expertise. Goodbye for now.